Hello, fire signs. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and this is the general tarot reading for fire signs for July 2025. So that just means if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is your general tarot reading. And it's for July 2025. So as usual, just take whatever parts of this reading that resonate with you. All right, so the central card here is the Mother of Pentacles. Ooh, I like this energy. Let's see what else we have. Over here is the Hanged Man. And that is next to the Devil. All right, over here we have Mother of Swords, and Daughter of Cups. All right. All right, fire signs. With the Mother of Pentacles right as the central card, I feel like in the month of July, you're going to be focusing on what it is that you are trying to nurture into existence. So there's something, that you've been creating or wanting to manifest in your life. So I feel like with that Mother, it's because the Mother is the more nurturing pentacle card, right? So I just feel like with that Mother, and look, that's next to the Mother of Swords as well. This has a lot to do with your thoughts, with wisdom that's gained from life experience. With this Hangman and the Devil over here, I do feel like you have spent time reflecting on the things in your life that have led you astray, so to speak, symbolized by that Devil card. I feel like you've spent some time reflecting and kind of gaining wisdom over what you've done in the past. Mostly when it comes to maybe temptation or addiction or those type of things, right? But you have now this Mother of Pentacles, Mother of Swords, and Daughter of Cups coming as the energy for July. So I do feel like whatever knowledge of your own shadow, the reason I say that is because it's a bat. Bats live in the darkness, right? So whatever you had been reflecting on within your own shadow, which is also going to be symbolized by that Devil, has now come to light. Now, with the Mother of Pentacles, it's like you want to nurture this newer, more innocent part of yourself. All right? And then with this Mother of Swords, I feel like you are also refining your thinking, refining the mentality around this situation. And then we have the Daughter of Cups as well. I feel like with all of this that has taken place up to this point, you're now finally getting to this sense of, you're getting like a new emotion about it. Whatever that emotion might be for you could be different for all of you fire signs. With that Daughter of Cups, though, I just feel like finally, after reflecting and nurturing this new part of yourself and looking to your own life experience for wisdom, it has now led to this thing in your emotions where you're actually curious. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like your emotions are keeping you curious when it comes to this newer, better part of yourself that you're trying to nurture, fire signs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Rider-Waite deck now and just get a few cards for clarity for all you Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius out there. All right, one more shuffle. All right, and then we have the King of Cups, and that is reversed. So, I I do feel at times with that King of Cups showing up being reversed, it's like you do have a little trouble when when your life experience is getting difficult. I think it is sometimes your difficulty here in this moving forward is your emotions as well. That's why it's still just a Daughter of Cups over here. It's not a fully realized emotional experience yet. I think mentally speaking and physically speaking, you know which way you need to go. Emotionally, it's like that's the hard part right now. Because this King of Cups reverse is like normally upright. He's a very sturdy and strong king. Look at him. He sits on his concrete throne. No matter how much the waves are throwing around the ships and the fishes, it's like he's staying firm in his own resolve. But with this card being reversed, I feel like you're letting the waves of life kind of toss you around a little bit emotionally. All right, so that's something you still need to work on. We have the Two of Swords. I'm going to get the rest of the cards. Temperance is reversed. And King of Swords. All right, you guys. Look, fire signs, for some of you, this is an important message because I feel like with that King of Swords being upright, also we have Mother of Swords over here. So it's like the King and Queen of Swords. I think mentally you know what you need to do. All right, but it's a matter of finding that balance inside of yourself because you still, even mentally, have this where you're like blind. You know, the woman is willingly blindfolded here and is trying to decide between the two swords. She's even crossing herself over with them. All right, this is like this point of knowing it's time to change, but being unwilling to face it with that willing blindfold. Okay, so, and the Temperance being reversed, I feel like you know what you need to do. You already know what you need to do. But with the Temperance being reversed, that lands right under the Devil. I feel like sometimes you let temptation take away from the new balance that you're trying to create in your life. And that's where the issue lies for you in July. So it's going to be about trying to control the emotional impulses that might lead you to make decisions that are against the changes that you're trying to make. Okay? So don't let your emotions get in the way of the real life you're trying to create for yourself, that thing within you that you're trying to nurture. That's an important part of this, is to know that in July, your emotions are going to cause a little bit of turbulence in these life changes you're trying to make. All right, fire signs. Now I'm just going to shuffle the Queen of the Moon a little, and let's just see what advice comes out for all you Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius for July 2025. Whoa. Flew on the floor. Okay, so peace. You guys, look, 28. This is a 10 because it digits down to 10, which is a 1 with power. So I feel like the way to get into this new mindset is to create inner peace for yourself. Honestly, your advice, fire signs, is literally to sit with yourself and find peace, because peace starts within. You know, I hate that when we say peace, when we're talking about like inner peace, it's like we say peace is one thing, but then inner peace is another thing. Inner peace is what creates outer peace. Inner peace creates outer peace. Inner peace creates outer peace. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world, what's going on in the people around you, and whatever other circumstances. If you can create inner peace for yourself, that will lead to outer peace for you in your life. And the outer peace is what's going to get you more connected with those things that you want to nurture and embrace in your life, and let go of those things that are no longer serving you. Let go of those things that are causing you to fall back off of balance. Inner peace creates outer peace. there's no difference between peace and inner peace. All right, fire signs. Now I'm just going to shuffle the Wisdom of the Oracle deck a few times. And I'm going to pull 3 cards as the final message for all you fire signs out there. All right, one more shuffle. Okay, so we have the Why card. So part of this, I think that part of the thing that you're starting to recognize is the reason why you do the things you do. Once you know the structure that everything has been built on in your life, that's when you can move forward in a new way. So I think that now would be a good time to seek the why, to look for wisdom from your own life experience by asking yourself, why? Why am I doing this? We have between worlds. This is kind of exactly the energy I've been talking about. It's like you are literally between the old you and the new you. And it's like you keep getting pulled back and forth between these two worlds. But if you look, the new world has so much more color, so much more beauty. There's a crown on the flamingo's head in the new world. Okay? This is a number 3. So you being between worlds like this is a self-created position. Again, inner peace leads to outer peace. All right? You need to recognize that you're letting yourself get pulled under at times with these emotions and when you throw yourself off balance. Mentally, I think you understand this, okay? We have these swords. You get it. Emotionally, you don't get it, and it's causing you to make... Okay, your emotions are literally causing you to confuse yourself in your thinking when you already understand it in your thinking. So it's time to create that inner peace for yourself, to create inner peace in your emotions. And then we have building blocks. So now is the time, this is a 28 as well, like that peace card, right? So I'm going to match these up right now. As you create inner peace for yourself, you're creating a new, sturdy, firm foundation. Even a pedestal that you're standing on. All right? So I think it's time to use the power of your thinking, since it seems you have more clear thoughts than you do emotions. I think you need to use these strong building blocks you've already created in your thoughts to really help you when it comes to figuring things out emotionally. So don't let your emotions get in the way of your progress, okay? All right, fire signs, that is your Tarot and Oracle card message. And now, if you want to pause the video and think of 3 yes or no questions, I will get you a yes or no answer using my pendulum. And as usual, as you hear the yes or no answer, you should be connected to your heart space and your own intuition. And you will know if the yes or no answer is right for you. All right, here we go. For fire signs, question number 1. Is the answer yes or no? For question number 1, the answer is yes. Thank you. And for fire signs, question number 2, is the answer yes or no? For question number 2, the answer is no. Thank you. All right, and so for fire signs, question number 3, is the answer yes or no? For question number 3, the answer is yes. All right, fire signs, that wraps it up for this message for July 2025. Don't forget to click that like button if you're still here. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on that notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.